Good afternoon. My name is Miss Rogers. I am the Science and Social Studies teacher here at Asa G. Hilliard Elementary School in East Point, Georgia. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do a science experiment comparing the soils of two different regions. I have here a jar of the very red soil from the Piedmont region, which was actually found in my backyard. And then I also have a jar of sand that I took from Tybee Island this past weekend. My family and I went on vacation. And I have this beautiful sand that we have that I actually took from that coastal plain region. The experiment we're going to do today is actually found in this book, the InspireScience Be a Scientist Notebook from McGraw-Hill Education. This is grade 3. We are talking in the state of Georgia. So I wanted to explain a little bit of what we are doing today. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to see which soil out of these two soils are going to hold water best. And then we're going to talk about why we need to know which soil holds the water best. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video very quickly so that I can go ahead and show you exactly how we're going to do this. Are you ready? All right, give me just a second. Now, I have these two jars here, and the experiment actually asks for funnels, but I don't have any funnels at my disposal. So I have actually taken 2 Dixie cups and I have hollowed out the bottoms. So I'm going to go ahead and put them right here. And then I'm going to take my coffee filter and I'm going to put the coffee filter in each of these cups. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll it out a little bit just so that we have that room here. All right, there's one jar, all done. And then we're going to try with this one. We're going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit more like that. And there we go. So now I have 2 of these coffee filters, nice and neat. And I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of the, you know what, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch it around a little bit. Sometimes when you are in science, you just feel like you need to change things a little bit. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the funnel in with the coffee filter in the funnel inside. That way I know that is not going to fall apart on me, and it's pretty sturdy. So I think that's a whole lot better. All right, so now what I have is I have these 2 cups that I've actually put some of this sand in. As you can see, here is the sand. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put the sand in this one right here. Whoops. Sometimes messes happen in science and you just gotta sweep it up. All right. And then I also have that beautiful Georgia red clay. I don't know if you can actually see it, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a big old chunk of it out of here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in here so that you can see this. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Okay, so now I have these 2 jars. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the sand just a little bit more just to make sure that we have equal amounts. Now, I also have 2 jars filled with 8 ounces of water each. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on these so that you can actually see that there really are 8 ounces in each of these jars. Maybe. All right. Kind of, sort of. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change my camera angle a little bit just so that you can actually see this difference. Now look at that, isn't that so pretty? All right, so I have 2 jars of water. Both are completely equal, as you can see. Here, let me move that one up a little bit just so that you can see that there really is no difference between the 2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour each of these in at the exact same time, and let's see what happens. This one is going down pretty quick. Sorry about that noise. I'm going to go ahead and move my camera so that you can see the difference in this. Hopefully it'll actually work. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. As you can see in this, I know my camera angle is not great, but as you can see, this water is still going down in the sand, and it's taken a really long time. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of this water in. Ooh, there we go. There. And I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit more in. And you see it's just taken a little bit longer. I still have this jar here. I am still pouring it into the sand. And it's just taking it a minute, isn't it? It's still taking its time. I wonder why. Why do you think the sand is taking longer to go through? I hope you wrote down your predictions. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and wait about 5 minutes until I think that this is actually all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for now and because I don't want to have this video, 15 minutes long. So we're going to go ahead and wait. Okay, guys, so it's been about 4.5 minutes since I actually poured in the last of the water into the sand. And as you can see, the water is still kind of sort of dripping on both ends, but there is a very significant difference between these two levels of water. So I'm going to go ahead and measure using my ruler, and I'm going to measure the water in jar number 2 first. Let's see. It looks like it's about at 5.3 centimeters. 5.3 centimeters. As you can see here, this one is 5.3 centimeters. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look at this one next. And this one looks like it's at about 5.0 centimeters. That's not a whole lot of a difference, but it surely is a difference, right? So which one of these jars has more water in the soil? Which one of these jars has more water in the soil? You're right. This one has more water in the soil because there is less in the bottom of the jar. So this one did not hold as much water in the soil as this one did. That kind of reminds us of the last experiment that we did, right? With the model of Georgia. Things to think about. Well, that's our experiment for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I really hope that you learned something and you really used that gray matter in between your ears, like I like to tell my class, that brain, because there are different things that we have even in the state of Georgia. I'm hoping probably by Christmas, I will be able to have a third jar, which is going to be that rocky soil that is in the northern regions of Georgia. That is the Appalachian Plateau, the Blue Ridge Mountains, and the Valley and Ridge region. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. I hope that you had fun. Keep on having fun in science.